Hello, everybody. I'm back again. My name is Heidi. I'm the manager here at the North American Bear Center. We are at the 1 o'clock hour for Give Men here today at the North American Bear Center. And we are making a big old dent in the goal of what we're trying to raise money for this year, and that is new fencing for the bear enclosure. Right now we're sitting at, the last I checked, and make sure my numbers are right, we're at $17,190, which is awesome. Our goal this year is $30,000. We're raising money for the fencing that goes around the bear enclosure here at the North American Bear Center. If you are new to our facility and have never been here before, there's about 2.5 acres that our bears are able to ramble through, and of course there's fencing all around that. It was Dr. Rogers' vision. He is the founder of this center here. It was his vision for people to be able to come to Ely and see bears in their natural environment. And so he built this facility which showcases a lot of the research that he's done on bear behaviors, as well as some other, animals that you might come across here in the North American, woods. And then, of course, we've got 4 bears that live here. And he wanted you to be able to see those bears in their natural environment. So he basically just put a fence up around behind the building here, those 2.5 acres for the bears to ramble through. And now after, it's well over 10 years, it's time to look at refurbishing and revamping the fencing that we have here for our bears. It's done a great job. It's held up well for what we needed it to do. But now after we've done so many improvements to the rest of our facility, it's time for us to step outside and improve the area for the bears as well. Not only for their enjoyment, but for the visitors' enjoyment as well, is the ease of our volunteers and staff who are here working with the bears. Safety is of the utmost importance, and we want this to be a safe facility for our bears and for the people who come and work with them. Give to the Max is a huge day for us. We've done so many projects because of donors like you who have taken the time to tune in and listen to us ramble. Usually on other years, there's more than just one person standing here, chattering at you. But due to the COVID pandemic that's going on and wanting to make sure that all our staff remain safe, we're doing it one at a time. And so you're stuck with me for a couple more times here. Sorry. I'm going to do my best, try not to talk too fast, and give you the information that you need. So Give Men is a huge, huge fundraiser here, and your giving allows us to facilitate all sorts of wonderful things here at our site here. I started working here in 2011. There's been a lot of changes since I've started working here, to the outside of the building when you first pull into the parking lot, throughout the interior of the building. I'm looking at our gift shop right now. I mean, that used to be just a little tiny corner. Now it's a huge part of our, front entrance when you come in. And then, of course, all the exhibits. This cub room here that I'm standing in, that was 2 years of donations coming in to be able to make this come to fruition the way that it was dreamed to be. So a lot of this stuff takes time, and if you're impatient like me, that's hard. That can be really hard, because you can see all these big goals and you can see how much potential there is for things to grow and how you want them to grow fast. But to do things right, we need to take our time, and that's what this enclosure project is going to be. This is our second year of asking for donations for it. Last year we asked for $35,000. I do believe that we raised that money. We're asking for $30,000 this year. Again, we're well on our way to getting there, thanks to people like you who are, tuning in, who are giving, money. They're drops in the bucket, and the bucket is getting filled. And man, we're super, super grateful, and we really look forward to when we are going to be able to move forward with this project and get it underway. Now, it's going to take some time. We're hoping with all the donations that you're giving today that we're going to be able to qualify for some of the golden tickets that are available. I do believe they are giving away a $1,000 golden ticket at the top of every hour. And then every 15 minutes, they give away a $500 golden ticket. How we qualify to get those is by having so many numbers of donations, in the hat. So let's say we had 15 people donate, within that hour, then that's 15 chances for us to get signed up for those tickets. So whatever you're able to give, you're giving us a chance to maybe be able to qualify for, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but free money. And that would be awesome, to be able to qualify for something like that and have that little extra boost, in addition to all the generosity that you're sharing here with us today. it, it's overwhelming. Sometimes it can even be a little bit emotional, to be quite honest with you, to see people go above and beyond and give the way that folks have given in the past, the way that folks are giving today. It's nothing to be taken lightly. I wouldn't have a job if it weren't for people like you. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you in so many ways. So it's gratifying to be here on days like today, to be able to thank you in person, and even if I'm just kind of chattering and doing what I'm doing here. I have had requests to do some singing today. Unfortunately, I did not bring my guitar along. I didn't have the foresight to do that. Next year I'll be smarter, all right, I promise. But this year I just wasn't that smart, so I don't have my guitar here, so I'm not going to be singing any songs for you. I apologize. I do believe that if you follow us on site at bear.org, you can join our chatters. I've heard that they've been just going wild today. Hello, Chatterland. And they've been sharing different links. I did get a call from a certain volunteer, giving me a little gentle nudge, asking about singing. I had somebody else stop by to drop something off, which I will be talking to you about here shortly. And she, too, was just like, hey, can you sing a song? And I'm like, hey, I don't have my guitar. So, no, sorry. Sorry that I'm a hot mess right now, all nervous. I won't be able to sing a song without a guitar. I need that extra little security blanket hanging off the front of me, and I just don't have it right now. So next year. Anyways, it's not about me singing today. It's about the Bears. It's about Give to the Max. It's about the enclosure. It's about you and what you're able to do for us, and we are so very, very grateful. There are pictures online. This video that's playing up above behind me when I adjust the camera will show you pictures of our old fencing as well as pictures of the new fencing that we're hoping to bring onto site here. It's going to be a big project. The fencing that we have now is all attached with, there's posts and then the fence runs between. I do believe it might be actually dug down a little bit, and then there's electrical that runs across the top and there's electrical that runs across the bottom. This new fencing that we're going to be bringing in is going to be similar to what you see at a zoo facility, where it's, super tall, and then it kind of angles in like that so the bears can't, climb over, because if you paid any attention to, the 4 bears that live here, we've got 3 of them for sure that like to shimmy up some trees, especially when they're motivated by something like a little snack. And so we want to make sure that they can't make their way out of it, or none of our bears from outside who think that the living is high on the hog here inside the fence for the bears. We get lots of visitors from our 4-footed bear friends throughout the summertime looking and thinking, hey, these bears in there, they live like kings and queens. They get grapes fed to them, and they get, all these treats all the time. Life's pretty good for these 4 bears here at the North American Bear Center. So we want to make sure that those fences keep those bears out too, so we don't have any surprise visitors, an extra bear to, throw in the mix, so to say. That would really get the heart pumping in the morning for all of us, I do believe, here at the facility. So that's why this new fencing is going to be so important. It's going to be a huge, huge project. We're very lucky to have local contractors who are able to come in and work with us to make sure that we get this job done right, that we do it right the first time, that we're spending your dollars that you're giving to us wisely, the same way that we did here for this facility, in the cub room here, the same way that we did on our exhibits, as we continue to prove out in the Northwoods Ecology Hall. It's to make your experience here when you come to visit us in Ely that much better. And, hopefully as we move forward with technology, hopefully we'll be able to do some stuff online too. So for the folks who can't get here every year, hopefully we'll be able to start to offer things to you as well. So, but that's another discussion. That's another day. Today's about bears. It's about the fencing, and hopefully next year that'll be a project that we'll be able to get the ground broken on and get underway. So that brings me to my next thing. I gave you a little bit of teaser about a surprise that was coming in at the 1 o'clock hour. We're very fortunate in Ely to have lots of support from the folks that live here. Local support is huge, huge in a small town like this. We got to scratch each other's backs to help each other get through all the years, whether it was a tough year like this year, whether it's been good years like we've all had in the past, where you don't got to worry about masks or social distancing or anything like that. We're very fortunate to all the visitors who come to this area to stop in and see what we have to offer, what everybody else in town has to offer. So it was pretty heartwarming to get this message from this person this morning. So I'm going to read the card to you, and I'm going to have to set the microphone down because I don't know how else to show this off without taking away the little mouth box here for a hot minute. But first I'll read the card, kind of describe to you what it is, and then I'll share it with you for you all to see. So this says, "Hello, bear friends at the North American Bear Center. What you're about to see is a cake given to us today by Cindy Sheff, who is also known as the Leaf Lady. Back in, I don't know what year it was, she mailed us a bunch of leaves for Holly to take into her den with her. She'd also like to hear you sing, Heidi. That's not going to happen today. Sorry, Cindy, but thank you. Thanks for all your hard work and efforts in caring for the ambassador bears, and that we are and we will remain Black Bear strong. God bless you all. This cake that I'm about to show you was decorated by Susan Lane. Local artist Sean Chosa designed the bear named Percy. Maya, who's 5, chose the background colors and assisted in the kitchen, and Psycho Arts in Ely provided the design production. We wish you the very best on Give to the Max Day. We love bears. Special hello to Paul and Ray, LLR." Y'all are supposed to know what that means. So, Susan Lane has been in contact with us. So I don't know if you follow Ely at all, but she's pretty new to the area. But she's been working her tail off to show her appreciation and to bring community members together to show their appreciation for the different businesses and towns. And she does so by decorating these awesome cakes, which are quite tasty as well. And Sean Chosa, he is an artist here in town. He has designed some of our bearware that we've sold in the past. You know, he works for a local company here in town, and we try to support our local folks as much as we can by selling the product that they produce in our gift shop. And the artwork that Sean does is pretty awesome. So thanks, Sean, for, putting Percy on the cake here. Maya, I don't know who you are, but awesome. I'm glad that you chose the background colors that you did, and I can't wait to taste this cake. I know Spencer and Scott will be excited too when they come in later to have that extra sugar rush. Have fun with that one later. So I'm going to put this microphone down real quick so I can hold up the cake and try not to drop it because I would probably start to cry. So I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to maybe walk in a little bit closer so you can get a good view of it. But Susan is also putting live video feed of when she gave the cake to me here a little while ago on her site and on some different sites too. So I'm sure that will get shared on social media. So if I don't do a good job of bringing the cake to view for you, check out our social media platforms on Facebook. You should be able to see a nice clear picture of the cake there. So give me just a minute. I'll try not to clunk the microphone too loud and ride the struggle bus too hard with this cake situation. All right, didn't even drop it. That's a win. Again, thank you, Susan. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you to all the folks who put some hard work into that cake. Thank you for the surprise. We do appreciate it. We do enjoy taking care of our ambassador bears here. And we are so grateful for all of you who are taking time today to take care of the ambassador bears by making these donations so we can help improve their fencing situation. My phone is wolo-loing at me. Give me just a moment here. We'll see. Scott says that's cool. I'm getting some that's nice stuff. So folks are digging the cake. Yeah, I didn't even drop it. Pretty impressive, huh? Take a picture of the cake. Will do. All right. So I'm going to sign off for right now. I'll be back again at 2 o'clock. Again, thank you so much for all that you're giving today and what you've given in the past. You're really appreciated. And thank you.